Welcome to your Dutch apple cake practical. So before we begin, as always, I've washed my hands, I'm wearing my apron. If you have long hair, it needs to be tied back, and I have used a spray and a dishcloth to wipe my work surface. So before we start our practical, we need to spend about 10-15 minutes making sure we do all of our mise en place and get everything organised. For this practical, the equipment we will need is a mixing bowl, wooden spoon, tablespoon, a dessert spoon, a sharp knife, a chopping board, a bun tray with 12 fairy cases in the holes. And then in terms of ingredients, we will need 100 grams of soft margarine, 100 grams of caster sugar, 2 eggs, 100 grams of self-raising flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, I've got my teaspoon measurer here, and then we also need a teaspoon of cinnamon and demerara sugar, which has already been mixed together for you. As they are Dutch apple cakes, we will also need an apple. So step number 1 is to cream the margarine and the sugar together. So if we put them into our bowl, you need a large mixing bowl. 2 ingredients into there. And then it's important that we use a wooden spoon for this method, and we're going to cream these ingredients together. How we cream the ingredients together is with the back of the wooden spoon. It's easier if you hold the bowl on an angle and you are combining these ingredients together. And as you do that, so it starts off by squashing them so they're nicely combined. And the more you cream these ingredients together, these are going to give you nice fluffy cakes. It helps with rising in the oven. So once the ingredients are combined together like so, it will start to look like a soft ice cream. But the more you do this, the better your cakes will turn out. So as you do so, it will go a bit lighter in colour. So I'm going to continue, now these are combined, to mix like so. And you can't really over cream, to be honest. You just want to keep going until it's a nice smooth mixture. And as I said, it will go in a nice pale colour. So step 2 is to add the eggs into the mixture. So we can crack them on the side of the bowl, like so. 2 thumbs in and pull that apart. Make sure you maintain a nice clear workspace. So as you can see, I will be wiping my hands or washing my hands after I've touched raw egg. And I'll also be making sure that these go into the bin or away from my area. So once you've put the eggs into the mixture, you want to beat them in. So start off quite slowly, and you just want to get a bit of a mix in here. You can whisk them or beat them first, which adds in a little bit more air if you wish. So if you're stuck for time, you can use the all-in-one method, which is where you put all the margarine and the sugar and the eggs and the flour all in together. So once we've done this, we're going to add in the flour. I have got self-raising flour again to help this rise. And then we're going to fold the flour into the mix. When you're folding the flour into the mix, you are going to do a figure of 8 motion, like so. Or you can go around the bowl and cut through the middle. Around the bowl and cut through the middle. Or if you are using the all-in-one method, you can just mix. What you are looking for is for all of the ingredients to be combined together, ensuring you've got all of the flour from the side of the bowl. You shouldn't have any lumps in there. It should be a nice pale colour and an even consistency. Like so. Okay, so now I'm going to put the mixture into the bun cases. Because we're making a batch of cakes, we want to ensure that all of the cases are evenly filled. This will help them to cook evenly in the oven. It will ensure they rise to a similar height, and it will ensure that no one in your party is upset about having a small burnt biscuit, small burnt cake. So the best way to put your mixture into the cake cases and ensure they are even, roughly even inside, is to take a spoon, a nice rounded mixture, and if you put the spoon, vertically over the case and use your pinky to pull the mixture off like so, that will ensure you have roughly 12 the same size. If you do spill around the outside of the cake cases, as I have done there, don't worry about it. It's easier to clean it before it goes into the oven, because if you don't, it will burn in the oven and it will be a bit of a nightmare to clean the cake, the tray afterwards. So you want to repeat this until all the mixture has gone and you have filled all of the cake cases. When you're done, it should look a bit like this. If you have got any drips around the tray, then just kind of clean it up like so. That will make it easier to clean. And then if you soak your bowl in some warm water, and that will just make it easier when it comes to washing off a little bit later. Okay, so the next step is to core and slice the apple, which will go on top of the cake mix. So you want to hold the apple in like this, using the bridge formation with your hand, and you want to chop right down through the middle, like so. And then again, you want to bridge formation, chop right down. And then you want to take out the core. So we're going to use a claw, holding the side of the apple, and chop down so that we get rid of the core and all the pips. Make sure you keep your fingers away and you're pointing the knife always down onto the board like so. Now, when you are coring this, when you are slicing the apple, it's up to you how you would like to do it. It's just to arrange it prettily on the top. So one way you can do this is by, again, using the claw method and doing a couple of slices, so nice thin slices. And you can pop them onto the mix, like so. Or you could do it the opposite way, so it's a bit more like a butterfly. Oops. Like so. Do another one on that side so you can see them both together. Or you could do a fanning kind of situation where you don't chop the apple right throughout the top. Oops. Like so. And then you can fan that out and place that on top like this. Once you've done them, you can do them all the same, or you can do a mixture, it's up to you. Once you've done this, you want to sprinkle them with the cinnamon and demerara sugar mix for flavour. You're just going to add a little bit onto the top of each of the cakes, and I'll come back to you when I've done that. Okay, so I've preheated my oven and these are now ready to go in. So I'm wearing my oven gloves. I'm going to crouch down next to my oven, open the door and pop them onto the top shelf, making sure that the oven and the melt parts of the oven are not touching my bare skin. Make sure you close the door gently and just take a look to see that the flame is still burning blue. They will go into the oven for 20 minutes and we'll come back then and see how delicious they look. So 20 minutes have now passed with my Dutch apple cakes. I'm going to see how they're doing. So again, crouch down, open the oven with 2 oven gloves on. Let's take out the tray. It looks scrumptious. So you're going to leave them on the side to cool. And then you can take them from the tray, like so. Put them into your container. and enjoy. And there you have it, Dutch apple cake.